Let's head back to Irwindale, California to the SoCal AMC show.
Jack Botter, you're going to clear up a question for the viewers. There were AMXs and there were Javelins, and then there were AMX Javelins, and help us out on that. Tell us about your 1973 AMC AMX and how it relates to all the other years.
Okay, the 68, 69, and 70 Javelin, or Javelins, were a separate model from the 68, 69, 70 AMXs. The AMXs were a short two-seat car back in those days. 71, 2, 3, and 4, they made the AMX into a performance and trim option on the Javelin. In 71, 2, 3, and 4, there were a total production about 12,000 of the AMXs on the Javelin chassis.
All the various years of the AMXs and the Javelins and the combination of the two, was it just a difference in body style and the running gear was actually the same?
All the running gear is exactly the same. In fact, the running gear in a Gremlin, and the running gear in a Hornet, and the running gear in a Matador, and the running gear in an Ambassador, they're all the same. You could buy a Javelin with a 6-cylinder engine in it, which would have been in the same engine as in the Gremlin. You buy the 401 cubic inch Javelin AMX engine, you buy the same 401 cubic inch engine in a Ambassador.
Wow. The weight difference must be a little bit difference between the Javelin and the AMX, the smaller AMX.
The smaller AMXs popped in at about, I think, 2,750, something like that. These Javelins pop in at about 2,900 pounds. Mm-hmm. They're very, very light, a lot lighter than any other vehicle that was around at the time.
So you mentioned that you're the original owner on this. You ordered it.
I ordered this car. I went to Wentworth and Irwin AMC dealership in Portland, Oregon. I knew exactly what I wanted. I peeled off 5 $100 bills and I ordered the car. Couple of the special order options on the car, besides the AMX option and the Pierre Cardin designer interior, I ordered it with no air conditioning and no power steering.
For power purposes?
I wanted one thing and one thing only, and that was muscle. Any belt that drives off the engine decreases horsepower to the rear wheels, so all I wanted was muscle. I got 3 letters from the factory to confirm the order. They were bound and determined with 401 cubic inches under the hood. I should have to have power steering. I was bound and determined I would not. I won. So I've got basically the only 401 cubic inch Javelin ever produced with no power steering.
And the Pierre Cardin interior, I remember when that happened, that everybody just kind of went, what? What's going on here?
The 1973 and 1974 Javelins were allowed to have the Pierre Cardin designer interior. There were a total of 4,000 of them produced for all of the Javelin production, which included Javelin AMXs. Given the production numbers of the AMX versus the Javelin, there were probably maybe only 200 AMXs produced with the Pierre Cardin interior. When you ordered the Pierre Cardin interior, you were restricted to a white exterior, black exterior, red exterior, or plum exterior. I hate black with a mad passion. I hate white with a mad passion. They're impossible to keep clean. The plum was really a cool color, but I thought I could get tired of it after a while. So what better color for a sports car than red?
Yeah. You can't go wrong with red. You can't go wrong with this car. So thank you very much for being on the Vintage Vehicle Show. This is a very special car.